homework is done now, I have to clean. Today, before 1, you'll have a brighter scene. No more naps or raps or rhymes, no more excuses, it's time for you and me. So now, while it is many hours later, it is before 1 o'clock, it's midnight now, but I rearranged some of the stuff in my living room. Now my desk is over here. I feel better about the space. Couch is over there, I have my dry erase board over there, I'm pitting up like new ideas and things, and I wanted to talk about just dreaming in general. Around this time last semester, I was applying to the RTF school here at UT. That's the radio, television, and film department, and I did not get in when I sent in that application. Originally, I wanted to be a part of RTF because I like making videos, not the things that I've posted on here in like recent past, but a lot of what I used to do and a lot of like videos that I made but like never posted back in like middle school and early high school. I made a lot of like short film and sketch type things, and so I really wanted to like go into that kind of writing, but I don't really have any experience in the field besides my own personal experience making videos, and so I didn't really have anything to put on that application. Currently, I am filling out my creative writing application for the English department here at UT. I have tons of poems. I can only really fit probably like 5, maybe 6 on my application that I'm sending in, and I have to have this little like short description of myself, and I'm having the hardest time trying to figure out how to write that paragraph. It's a personal statement, and that means that I have to describe me, the things that don't go into my grades, which aren't amazing as it is. They have it's not a required, but it's people who usually get in usually have a 3.0 or higher. And I have a 2.997 GPA, I believe, right now. So my grades are not my strongest suit. I don't have any extracurriculars besides the things that I do in my own free time, which I honestly prefer. I would rather be writing my own stuff, working on my own projects, than joining an organization just for the sake of having it on a resume. But now that I'm thinking about my applications, I'm also having to think about the future a lot, which I had been trying to draw back from because I've always been so out of the moment. I've always been looking forward to what comes next, and I've really been enjoying living in the now. I feel like since probably the first like 3 weeks of the year, I've been doing really well on just like saying, you know what, I'm here right now. There are things that I can do that will make me happy in this moment, and there are things that I can do that'll make better grades. There are things that I can do right now that will make other people really happy or make me more money. And those are the things I really want to be doing. I'd rather be making the things that I enjoy doing more of the time, which is why I'm doing this. I'd rather be writing more poems than studying more for Italian. I'd rather be on We Heart It making folders of pictures that I think would be good inspirations for characters than going over my geology review one more time. I've put school to the back burner a lot lately. I'm still doing pretty okay. And I understand that it is important, but I've really understood the past month and a half probably that it is not the most important thing in my life. I want other people watching to know that whether you're a writer like me, or whether you want to be like an actor or start your own business or really anything, the whole basis of it is to just be consistent. Make that the most important thing to you. Make time for it every single day. I think on the Cortex podcast, Mike Hurley was talking about how you can't give your best hours to your employer. So he used to wake up really early in the morning and do a ton of work before he would actually go into work. And then C2P Gray would do that at night, I believe, because those are his best hours, or reverse, one of them. But either way, you need to find the time that is important to you. Gary Vaynerchuk on YouTube, or Vaynerchuk, I never say his name right, but he believes in like the hours from like 7 to like 2 a.m. or something like that. Those are like the most important hours for if you're trying to start a business, which I think applies to really anything. I find entrepreneurs very interesting because they're always trying to find new ways to innovate. They're always trying to find better ways to spend their time and to get something to really pop and to advance whatever like product or a service that they're trying to give to the audience. And I think with me especially, I really just want to get my writing out there. I want more people to read my writing, and I want to feel more and more comfortable with it. Right now, I'm starting to feel really good about it, and I think it's just because I've gotten a flow and I've gotten into the characters that I've been writing poems for, the people who I've been writing them for, and I just love writing so much, and it's making me so happy now that I'm spending more and more time on it. I really believe in giving your dreams your all, because there are too many times in my life where I feel like I've had a goal, I've had something that I really, really wanted, but I was too worried about what other people think. I was too worried about whether it was the right time, whether I had enough experience, and like, that's all just BS. You just need to take the skill set that you have, start now. You can keep improving it as you go along. You can keep working it out, keep adding new things, fix your mistakes. You can build upon them. So that's really what I'm doing with my writing and what I'm going to be doing with this. It's also important to understand that not all of the things that you start are going to be for you. You're allowed to give up on things. You're allowed to change your mind. If some of you may know, I made a channel called Microsis sometime last year, and I made a video about microbiology, and the intention was to make that into an entire series. There were several scripts that I'd already written out. I want to say I got up to the 4th episode of it that I was gonna do, but around that time I was already switching to an English major. I was no longer a bio major. I didn't have as much passion towards it as I needed to be able to continue filming those things. And when your heart isn't in it, or when your priorities change, you have to allow yourself to change your dreams as well. So this is me saying that writing is my dream right now, whatever that takes shape of, whether that means I go into sketch comedy one day, whether that means I go into politics and I start a news channel, whether that means I go into short filmmaking, whether I do something more like what Wong Fu Productions does, or I end up being a Philip DeFranco type. You'll see my evolution, and that's what this is about. I want to take you on my journey as I figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life. And I know I've said this many times, but now I really want to try and actually record it. I want to, and Gary Vaynerchuk really got to me, because now I just want to film the journey. I want to document the process. I want to make things every day and share them with you and talk to you guys and just talk about the things that I'm passionate about, talk about the things that I want to be doing, the things that I'm running straight at, and I think this is going to be really fun. I want to share this with you guys. I want to give this my all because I feel so energized lately and I feel so in it, and I need to share that with the world, and I want to share it with you, and I hope that you'll join me in this. So right now, good night, and I'll see you soon.